Okay, so we're gonna come right into audit and finance here. We're gonna start out with our financial reports. I went over these last week with the team up here. And I'd like, at this point, to have Linda hit the highlights of the report and how we're doing.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chris, if you could put up the statement of revenues and expenditures. So the statement of revenue and expenditures, it's in your report. As of January 31st, we have a $5.8 million gain, another improvement from last month. Still trending 56% under in revenues and in expenses 8.93%, very similar to all the other months prior. Mortgage tax is still performing well, but no record month. Is there any questions on the statement of revenue and expenditures?
Just noting that, you know, she said we're 56% under in revenues. That gap has been filled with CARES Act money. That's the only reason we were able to show that gain.
Right. And your revenue too is your mortgage taxes.
Yeah, that's what's supplementing.
It's done quite well.
Absolutely.
It's done really well.
Yeah, they keep building stuff in Utica, that's why.
Let them go, let them go. Great.
Also in your packet is the reserve statement. No change. I haven't updated that since I put it in the proposed budget. Your cash flow balance up here on the screen, as of January 31st, we have about $5.8 million in cash and $3.2 in the insurance reserve. Most of that cash is being used to fund the month of February. Our STOA has been delayed in February. We hadn't received it yet.
Is there any indication of when? Is it still gonna be delayed?
We just got word today that the check will go out March 1st. And the state is also backfilling a little bit. You'll recall that at the start of the pandemic, the STOA checks were delayed and the initial ones were cut 27%.
Right.
Then the next one was 32% cut. Well, 27, I think 32. They're now gonna backfill some of that. So all said and done, we'll be about 10% under where we had budgeted the 21 budget to be. The enacted budget from last year for the.
So when March comes in, beginning of March, are we then caught up?
We'll be about 10% light
For the fiscal year.
for the fiscal year.
And they actually sent an actual check or just a deposit, electronic
No,
deposit?
it's an actual electronic deposit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was,
Yeah.
okay.
Do they have the intention of making up that 10%, or is that just?
No, you know, they made up, you know, like I said, we were down a combination of about 30 to 31%.
Right.
So they've made up most of that gap, and then that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it, we're just gonna be short the 10%.
We're gonna have to rely on the CARES Act money and extra MRT and stuff like
Yeah.
that to fill that gap.
Linda?
MRT statement, like I said, another good month, but no record month, about $670,000 for the month of January. The other statements you have in your package are the statement of borrowings. We haven't borrowed against either one of the line of credit or the reserve. And also included is the risk management policy summary and the grant summary. And that's it for the financials, unless there's.
Good, no, it's a good report. You know, we're short, but we know how we're dealing with the shortage with the CARES Act, and we got a good handle on things. I think we got a really good handle on things, considering everything that's going against us here. With that being said, I need a motion to bring it to the full board. Luella, second, Robert, all in favor? Aye. Okay, moving on to, Caitlin's gonna talk to us about the Lamar contract amendment.
Great, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone.
Great seeing you in person
I
here.
was gonna say, it's nice to be back at the table, thank you.
Yeah.
So, this request is coming from our transit advertising vendor, Lamar. They are requesting to adjust their annual minimum guarantee. This is due to the pandemic. So the request is to adjust the guaranteed minimum on year 3 of the contract from the original rate of $774,996 to $450,000. The revenue share will remain at the contracted 57%. So we're looking for a motion to amend the transit advertising year 3 contracted rate.
Any other, let me ask something. Is
It's
there?
a short-term amendment to it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
gonna
gonna
affect
say.
years 4 and 5.
Correct, yep, just
Okay.
year 3.
Do I have that resolution?
There's no resolution, it's just the letter from Lamar that was in the
Right.
board package.
So it's an amendment to the
Just a
original
motion, yeah.
resolution. Okay, so with that, we're gonna be amending our, original Lamar contract, it's based on a motion here, I need a motion bring it to the full board for approval. Robert, second. Joe, any questions?
Tina,
Oh, thanks, Tina. Hi, Tina. All in favor? Aye.
Now that we voted on it, can you tell me what it did? Once again, we went from Lamar, we went from what to what?
We went from $774,996,
Minimum guarantee.
yep, to $450,000.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry, good. No, that's good. Let's make sure we got it all right here. Super. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Next is the approve the UPSEU pension fund increase. Jackie's gonna take us through that.
good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you recall, in the UPSEU contract, there is an area in which the Utica Pension Transit plan is indexed by the CPI every year. So the calendar year of 2020, the CPI was 1.2%. Therefore, we're looking to increase the Utica pension plan benefit from $67.86 per year of service to $68.67 per year of service for this upcoming year.
Tell me again, please, I'm sorry. Jackie?
Sure.
Tell me again.
So, yep. Okay, so the benefit was $67.86 per year of service in the Utica Transit Pension Plan, and we're looking to increase it by 1.2% to $68.67 per year of service.
Thank you.
And Jackie, there's no,
Yep.
issues with affordability or anything? Everything should be fine?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, they're pretty well funded
good. I like it.
because the employees contribute.
Yeah. Good, very good. Any questions for Jackie? That was well said. Any questions? Okay, with that being said, need a motion to bring it to the full board. May I have a motion? Llewellyn, second. Robert, any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay, moving on to resolutions. Approve adding M&T bank account for health insurance reserve. We talked about this, last month, actually. Linda, it's,
Yes.
resolution, 3B.
Yes, last month you approved establishing a health insurance reserve not to exceed about 1.5 million. This resolution is just we need authorization to add an actual bank account at M&T Bank. It'll be a money market account. We'll be able to transfer $1.5 million into it to fund the health insurance reserve.
Right, good fiscal planning, I think it's good, we talked about it, last month, pretty good. I agree with it, we all agree with it. With that being said, I need a motion, bring it to the full board for approval. Robert, second. Luella, any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Moving on. Caitlin's gonna talk about our vehicle, facility maintenance and inventory software, and that's resolution 3C.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this contract will be paid for using grant funds. More specifically, it will be a split 80-10-10 between federal, state, and local funds. This request for proposal was publicly let on December 3rd. We sent out 9 proposal packages and an additional 18 packages were requested. On December 30th, we received 1 proposal from Accruent. They offered a price of $255,080 for the support implementation and 3 years worth of support, or excuse me, the software and 3 years worth of support. So we are currently working with Mackenzie Hughes to negotiate the terms of this agreement. And I would like to note to the board that the specification on this contract was a collaboration between many departments, and it covered the base functionality that is necessary for the authority's core functions. We reached out to the 26 other firms that received the proposal package, and the feedback was consistent that no additional firms would be able to provide all functions that were necessary for this software. So we are requesting a retroactive award for accruant, backdated to February 4th. As a result of our previous software, we're losing the support as that company is closing their doors at the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah, this is important, and I'm glad that you moved on it quicker, because this could put us in a bad situation
Yeah.
very quickly. So, good job. Seems to be quite involved, a little bit over my head, you know. Probably easy for Chris, but everybody else. So, any questions here? No? If not, I need a motion to bring it to the full board for approval. Robert, second. Joe, any questions? All in favor? Aye.
I'm just gonna show in the minutes that it's approved subject to what Caitlin was talking about, which is the
The
final
final,
negotiation of legal points.
Yeah, so noted, so noted. Okay. Subject to. Okay, Caitlin is up again, and that's gonna be resolution 3D, public relations service contract for 21-26. Caitlin.
Yes, this contract will be paid for out of our operating funds. This request for proposal was publicly let on October 26th. 153 proposal packages were sent out. 105 of those were sent to minority and women-owned business enterprises. 19 additional proposal packages were requested. We received one proposal on November 17th from Mauer, who is our incumbent vendor. The hourly rates that they offered did stay consistent with their current contract. There's a 15% WBE goal on this contract and a partial waiver for MBE participation that is currently pending with Empire State Development. So we're requesting an award for the Public Relations Services contract to Mauer for a full 5-year term.
Our law firm represents Mower, so,
Thanks for
I'm just
disclosing.
disclosing that.
That's good.
But we had nothing to do with this agreement, this contract or proposal.
So, thank you for that disclosure. Mauer's been, I think, a good partner with us for a number of years, since I remember. And less time, sometimes you need PR, it's better. So anyway, looks good, and any questions for Caitlin? I need a motion to bring it to the full board. Robert, second. Luella, any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Moving on. Caitlin, I'm glad you're actually in the room today, because you're dominating here. You're dominating all this. Okay, so we're gonna be doing resolution 3E, and that's drug and alcohol testing services. Caitlin.
Yes, so this contract will be paid for using operating funds. This was an invitation to bid that was publicly let on December 17th. We sent out 18 bid packages, 8 of which were sent to MWBEs, and an additional 15 packages were requested. We received 5 bids on January 12th, with the lowest responsible bidder being DATCO Services. The pricing that they offered is in line with our current contract pricing. There is a partial waiver request pending with Empire State Development for MWBE utilization. I would like to note to the board that the dates that are at the bottom of page 1 of the resolution are incorrect. The dates on page 2 are correct. This contract will commence as of March 1st of 2021 and end on February 28th of 2026. So we are requesting an award to DATCO Services for that full 5-year term.
Okay, this is important service to our authority here. Anybody have any questions regarding this resolution? Okay, if not, I need a motion to bring it to the full board. Joe, thank you. Second. Luella, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Moving on to resolution 3F, unemployment claims administration service contract. Caitlin, you're on.
Yes, so this will be paid for using operating funds. We sent out 3 invitation to quote packages. One price quotation was received from DeGroup Management Services, and they offered a price of $2,200 per year for this contract. So while this is below the formal contract threshold, this is in front of you because it is a multi-year contract. So we're requesting award to DeGroup Management Services for a full 5-year term.
Okay, any questions regarding our unemployment administration? No? Okay, need a motion to bring it to the full board. Okay, Robert, second. Joe?
Yep.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, good job today, Katie,
Thank you.
very good job. Okay, Tara is gonna talk to us about the Syracuse City School District Bus Tripper Service Contract Amendment 1.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. We are looking to authorize an amendment for the contract with Syracuse City School District, as you just said. This contract allows students to use the regular Centro bus routes and services. However, it adds additional buses to deal with the overload of riders. All service is open to the public, and this amendment is for academic years 2021 and 21-22. But we are looking to ratify or retro this back to September 14th of 2020. Negotiations took a fair bit of time to get through. We got down to the following cost per hour for 2021, and it's $114.11. And year 2 is $118.67. So this is a revenue generating contract for us, and we're going to have an additional 2-year option on this contract as well.
Okay, and I can understand why things were delayed a little bit. I don't think that was a priority, really, with everything going on in the school district and everything.
We actually started this, I think, back in July
Yeah.
of last year.
Yeah.
I want to thank Tara and Steve. They both followed up with the school district consistently. Tara did an amazing job tracking the changes. I mean, this thing had more red lines in it than you could imagine. She tracked all the changes. We didn't skip a beat on that. And then the delay was largely COVID related. They
Yeah.
wanted some guarantees in there on service disruptions and so forth. And
I think it's fair.
but at the end, we got it done.
Yeah, I think it's fair, and Tara and Steve, good job. Things like this do happen, and what are we gonna do? With that being said, any motion bring it to the full board? Llewellyn, second. Robert, any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay, Linda, any other business at hand?
The only other thing I want to discuss is for next month's meeting, the March meeting, I will not be in attendance, I'll be away. Melissa Grimm, our Director of Accounting, is going to present the February statements and the final budget book for you for approval. It's just basically going to show the changes from the proposed. Also, the budget book is going to have a different look from the proposed, just preparing you for that. We're doing some more updates and revisions to it to make it more streamlined, more visual, and I think you'll like the changes.
I'll be up ahead of time to meet with you and
Yes.
Melissa, like we usually do, and Brian and Chris go over everything. And usually, did you tell Melissa that month is the most questions the board asks for
Yes.
reports?
Yes, I prepared her for that.
Okay, great. Okay, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, that includes our Audit and Finance Committee agenda. Why don't we take, let me see, it's 9:30?
We're actually gonna have to reconvene at 10 because that's when the officers have to.
Okay, so we'll reconvene at 10 o'clock because we have a special, little special ceremony here. Okay, thank you.